Hello YouTube! Today I have a very exciting and interesting video I've been wanting to make for a minute. So today we're taking a look at the NECA Jungle Hunter Predator figure from the first Predator movie. I'm very excited to be talking about this guy. So let's go on to the packaging first, as usual. This is the tray he came in. Crap. His accessories were lined up down here. He was here in the center. His head and mask were in these two slots. The box is gorgeous. You can see it. It looks nice. Just showing it off. Pause here if you wish to read that. I'll leave it up for a few seconds. And he has some camera shots here on the back of him. Him opening his wrist computer, taking his mask off, looking ready for a fight, holding a skull, and firing his plasma caster. These are very nice camera shots. Or pictures of him, I mean. He looks fantastic. Sorry if I sound tired. I've been up for less than like 2 hours and I still feel kind of poopy. But I am excited for this guy. Very, very happy to be reviewing him and taking a look at him. Let's go with accessories now. So, in the box, he came with this splayed open hand on his right side, but I've replaced it with a fist. So this fist came separate in the box. His plasma caster was also separate in the box, of course. So he does have his plasma caster. It has a hinge and a ball joint. So, you know, you can lift and lower it and turn the barrel. And the plasma caster looks great. I'm going to go over this quickly, though. You plug it in with that little tab on the bottom and that tab on the top. You line this hook on the bottom up with this hole in his back. Right there. And the tab on the top plugs into this little hole on his shoulder. There it is, in front of my finger. I don't think I've seen... I'm going to turn my fan on, it's hot. But I don't think I've seen this with another Predator figure review. Or figure. I don't think I've seen this accessory come with another Predator figure. But he comes with his mask separate. Because he also comes with his unmasked head. I'm sorry. He comes with his unmasked face and his mask separately. As well as, you know, having his head with his mask on. I don't think I've seen this with another figure from NECA, from their Predator line at least. But I love this. So he comes with two splayed hands, a fist, and a left gripping hand. I am not sure how soft or hard the plastic is for his hands, so I'm not going to try and put anything in it. But you might want to heat this up if you're going to try and insert an item into his hand for him to hold like a weapon. Every hand has the same wrist joint that goes towards the palm to the back of the hand. And they plug in relatively easily, for the most part. I'm going to take a drink of water real quick. Excuse me. But he also includes the human skull and spine with a skull on it. And as usual, these look fantastic. They are sculpted and painted beautifully well. And I'm really, really happy to have more of these because bone accessories are always useful to have. But they look great. Honestly, no problems with them. They do exactly what they're supposed to do. And that's just be good skeleton accessories. But he also comes with the shot for his plasma caster. So let me grab his plasma caster again. You plug the peg on the back of it there into the barrel to make it look like it's firing. And angling it back like that is the only way I've been able to get it to balance, but that looks fine. And it holds its connection very well. It's not going anywhere. So pop it out, lay that down off here, off to the side, lay his plasma caster over here, and we're good. But his accessories are very, very well done and very nice to have. It's pretty much everything you need for this guy. I'm going to go over his unmasked head a little bit more. The unmasked head looks amazing. I have zero complaints with this. His skin is shiny and wet. His teeth and gums are done very, very, very nicely. His eyes are a little bit hard to see in there, but they are yellow and painted very nicely. Can I angle it? So, hang on, let me move my light for just a brief second. Yeah, you can sort of make out his eyes in there. They're kind of hidden by his brow. But his eyes are painted very nicely and look very, very well done. I don't have any problems with it. But the unmasked head is great. And as usual, the dreads are softer plastic, so they will move. But I like this one. This is nice. And as for his masked head sculpt, it looks basically the same in a good way, There's even damage on top of it and some there in the brow. And the aesthetic for the Predator himself is amazing. I don't have any complaints with it. You can see him. He looks fine. He looks gorgeous. Can I stop knocking him down? But he looks amazing. Absolutely no complaints with this design or this paint job or sculpt. He's gorgeous to look at. His armor is very shiny and reflective for the most part. There's some spots of it that are a little darker and don't reflect light as well, but that's fine. I really like having this dude. Some more, I don't know if you want to count these as accessories, but he does have some jewelry. He has a necklace made of bone right here. And he has some trophies as well. He has this bandolier with a spine on it, which looks amazing. And it's segmented into 3 separate parts. He even has a pouch back here on his butt. And for the right, I don't know if you want to call it a bandolier, but he has one with a bunch of animal skulls on it. They look like cat skulls or snake skulls, I'm not sure. This one kind of looks like a snake's. The rest are very clearly modeled after feline skulls. This one in the middle, this long one, might be a bird. I'm not sure what it's intended to be, but this might be a bird. But sculpt, paint, accessory inclusion, it's all amazing. I have nothing negative to say about this guy. Sculpt and paint is a 10 out of 10, honestly. Now, let's move on to articulation. I do not want to break these, but I'm trying to push them back into his gauntlet. Okay. Articulation. His head can rotate from side to side just fine. He can look... Okay, that's not exactly looking up. That's more of decapitating the guy. Okay, he can look up a little bit. That's the neutral, and that's straight down. But you can also rock his head from side to side. His arms have a bicep rotation. Mine does not want to go out very far, but I'm going to have to probably fix that with some heat. But he does have a bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, which will afford you about that much range. His wrists can rotate, and they do have a hinge, so you can bend his hand in like that, or up, and rotate each hand, of course. I'm just doing it a little bit because I don't want to mess with the claws, but his hands can rotate all the way around. His wrist computer does indeed open, and it has the numbers or text painted in there. It's not showing up very well, but the red letters or numbers are painted, and they look great. I'm being careful with this arm because of these tubes. I don't want them to rip, but it has the same articulation as the right arm. His torso can rotate up here at the diaphragm joint and down here at the waist. He can crunch forward just a little bit, not a lot, but it's fine. His thighs do have a rotation to them. He cannot kick forward very far, unfortunately. And kicking back is rough. But it's not a bad thing. NECA's not going for articulation. They're going for paint and sculpt and accessories more than anything. He has a double jointed knee. And he has the typical ball jointed ankle. So it can rock and lean and turn as much as you want it to. But sculpt and paint is more what this guy's about, and he's a fantastic display piece. I give him a 10 out of 10 for accessories, paint, sculpt, etc., etc. Articulation is not trying to be impressive, so I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I would like a bit more clearance for these tubes on his right arm, because I'm very scared to break these. But otherwise, I'm happy with it. I will try to put a link in the description to buy this guy, but I'm not sure if it's going to work because of YouTube verification. So if there's not a link in the description to buy him from Big Bad Toy Store, don't worry about it. He's a pretty easy Google search away. But I have no complaints with him, other than the fragility of these wrist blades. These are going to break one day, and I don't want them to. But the wrist claws, before I finish, the wrist claws do extend and get pushed back into the gauntlet. So you can pull them out and push them back in. Of course, I'm very scared to do that. But he does also have a forearm rotation. His shoulders do move very well. I'm just not good at explaining things. I am going to need to apply heat to get these arms to raise out to the side, but they are capable of it. But, he's a fantastic figure, and I hope you guys have a good one. He gets an easy 10 out of 10 from me for the most part. Absolutely no problems with him. But before I close out the video, I'm going to give you one final shot of him from head to toe. He looks amazing. Anyways, I'm out. I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.